Hi, my name is Brett Covalt and I'm 20 years old and I'm going to share my fitness journey with all of you. Growing up, I was always in the shadow of my brother. I always had something to prove, whether it was in football, whether it was in school. And I always found my escape in fitness. And my whole life I've been physically fit, but not to the certain point where I am now. My senior year of high school, my last game of senior year of football, a couple of my coaches were actually, calling me skinny, kind of being very, demeaning, especially towards one of their athletes, right? And not only did I take that extremely personally, because at the time, I was pretty self-conscious about being skinny. Like, I was always in shape, but never to the point where I was like, yes, I have achieved physical perfection, So everyone's self-conscious about something, and I was self-conscious about my body at the time, even though I had no reason to. And that's just a psychological thing, but being demeaning towards someone isn't a very, an uplifting and positive thing. And on top of that, going through high school, I was always in the shadow, whether it was like my brother or sister. And it was mainly my brother. He was a star athlete in football, so I had to make a name for myself. I was always being compared to someone. And I'm sure many of you guys know that being compared to someone is a very difficult thing, especially if that person made a very big footprint. And it's a very tough thing to get out of, a pretty big shadow. I learned that it really came down to myself and proving something, to myself that I'm able to achieve something so great. And at that point it was physical perfection, and I knew that it would be an escape for me. Like right now, working out is my passion. It is my drive, it is my anchor. And there's a lot of things that come into play, but whenever I have an issue with something, whether it's emotional, psychologically, physically, I take it all out in the weight room. You're the only person that can, create this. You are the artist, and you are chiseling away at this rock, and you are shaping who you are. You're sculpting your body. Only you can envision yourself to look a certain way, and only you can do so much to achieve greatness and attain physical perfection, but your own physical perfection. So transitioning from my senior year in high school into my freshman year of college up at Ripon, like I said, I became super knowledgeable with dieting, supplementation, and my workouts. Therefore, I became so self-taught with what I had that I started applying it more and more to my workouts, everything I was doing. And it came down to helping others. And, that drive I have, that fire, everything that fuels it, all that negativity that fuels it, it all started from that one point of, being in the shadow. It's what you do as a person to overcome that defines you as a character. Like I said, I started because of all this negativity. I wanted to prove myself, and for the most part I feel like I did, and I still want to prove many people in many places wrong. But for me, while I am achieving my own personal endeavors, I want to help other people not only achieve their own physical perfection or what kind of body they want, but I want to help them become self-disciplined. I want to help them become confident. For the most part, I just want to let everyone know that anything can be overcome, anything is achievable. And in order to do that, whether you want to become a producer, a fitness model, anything, it all just comes down to consistency and how bad you are willing to how much you're willing to do for this specific passion of yours. If you're willing to take risks, and again, I cannot say this enough, it just comes down to consistency. When I first started my Instagram, I didn't expect it to grow so fast, but the more and more I would post about my passion, the more I would, show transformation pictures to show people that, hey, this kid went from this to this. Okay, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Let me ask him how he did it. And I'm more than happy. I'm open arms to anyone who wants that help, whether it's in dieting, I don't know what supplements to take, workouts, or just in life in general. For most people, the journey is everything. And to me, it is very important. But right now, my focus is on the future and what I can do to make it better, to better myself, to better other people. Helping others, that is a very important thing, and you don't want to have a lot of enemies in this world. You want to be happy, you want to be confident, you want to have other people you're surrounding yourself with thrive with you. You guys want to be enthusiastic with one another. No one likes to be in a toxic environment, whether they admit it or not. So, people, you can be whoever you want to be, and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, but it just comes down to discipline and consistency. And I'm telling you that fitness for me has done that. I'm telling you guys that, again, anything can be overcome, whether you're being bullied, physically, psychologically, anything like that. Like, you're living in the shadow of someone, like, you know what, like, you are your own person, and you need to take the initiative to do that, just like I did. Anyone can do it, and if I can do it, believe me, you can do it too.